Hi, my name is Jim Hansen. I'm a research scientist at the International Research Institute for Climate and Society, the IRI in New York, and I'm also a part of the CGI research program on climate change, agriculture, and food security, CCAFS. I lead the CCAFS flagship on climate services and safety nets. I'm in Kigali on World Meteorology Day at the venue of an event that just finished. It's the launch of a new 4-year program on climate services for agriculture. It's a nationwide project that will be developing sustainable climate information and advisory services that will be attempting to increase the resilience of about 1 million farmers and improving agricultural planning and contributing to a more resilient agricultural economy. The project is organized around 4 outcomes, so by the end of the project in 2019, we're expecting that Agriculture Extension and other communicators will be delivering climate information and advisories as a part of their routine interactions with farmers across all 30 of the country's districts. And the second outcome is that agricultural planners, food security planners, and government, national and district government will be consulting climate information and adjusting their decisions based on climate information so that they're better adapted to climate variability and change. The third outcome is that the National Meteorological Service, Meteor Rwanda, will increasingly be developing online, high-resolution climate information products that are tailored to the needs of farmers and institutional decision makers, and have a learning process so that they're hearing from the farmers and constantly improving their products and services. In order for this to sustain beyond a project, the fourth outcome is that there will be a governance process put into place that will involve the key agencies and facilitate sustained climate services that will continue to provide feedback and improve themselves over time. I'm tremendously excited about this for several reasons. One is that for the past 5 years I've been working within CCAFS and seeing a number of innovations in the development of climate information that better meets farmers' needs, innovative participatory communication processes that have the potential to be scaled up, for example, through training programs for agricultural extension, innovative methods to combine rural radio and mobile phone-based communication. This is actually the first time we've been in a case where we can see all these things come together. This project is designed to address bottlenecks on 2 sides. The bottleneck of Met Service having the capacity to provide locally relevant information that's tailored to decision-maker needs, and the capacity of users to communicate, understand, and apply climate information to their decision processes. So it's also first in terms of CCAF's experience of being able to bring both of those things together at a national scale. It's the first time we've had enough resources to bring them together. Rwanda is interesting from several other standpoints. One is that there's, because of the social chaos that happened in the mid-1990s, there's about a 12 to 15-year gap in climate records. A program called ENACS, Enhancing National Climate Services, has worked with the Met Service to fill in that data by combining what station observations they do have with satellite data that are complete in space and time, creating a high-resolution gridded data set historically going backwards. But we can also use that then to create downscaled seasonal forecast products looking forward at the same scale, so the farmers have very location-specific information. The ENACS initiative also has worked with Meteor Rwanda to develop what we call a map room, which is a web-based platform for users to access climate information products either as maps, or if they click on their own location, they can develop graphs and access data for their own location. Another exciting thing about Rwanda is that they as far as we know, are the only country in Africa that have an open data policy. So potentially, as details are worked out, users in agriculture, the insurance industry, farmers could potentially access not just forecast products and graphs, but also the data themselves. So this is actually, I think, the first National Meteorological Service where we may see them treat their observational data as a public good and as a resource for development. I think it's an opportunity to learn, to capture a lot of evidence about how things can be done. If we do things right, we'll be making some mistakes, but learning from those mistakes in the process, and over 4 years improving the services here and improving our own understanding about how good practices for climate services can be implemented in other countries in a way that builds the resilience of farming populations and the national economies to a variable and changing climate. Thank you.